Hey y'all, welcome. Come on in. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys have had a good day so far. Come on in, and we will allow for YouTube to let people know or inform people that we are live, and we are going to get also TikTok live up. I think maybe. As you come in, if you will, hit the button, hit the live button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and let us know that you're Joshua. Hi. Let us know that you're here. And it's a free way to support the channel. Thank you, Joshua, for being here. Always being first, even though you stop by and you have to go. We appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you being first, just like almost every time you are first. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. Just gonna give people a few more minutes to get in. I don't know if this right here. How's everybody doing? Come on in, you guys. Joshua, what you doing? What you been doing today? So that's red, blue, and that's kind of a brown color. Yeah. Oh, so you cook dinner, huh? Hey, everybody, come on in. Hit the like button. Let us know that you're here. This just ain't working for me today. Let us know that you're here so that I can say hi to you guys. Joshua's first, so we welcome Joshua first. Joshua, can you hear me clearly? Like, can you hear me okay? What does this mean? Oh, okay. Welcome. Come on, let me know you're here so I can shout you out and say hello to you. Let me know you're here, that you made it. We're not going to be here that long at all. We just ain't. Just ain't. I don't know if I can. Come on in, guys. Yeah, it's not going to reach it, so we're good. If it dies, then we'll take it off and put it on the charger. So we'll try it. All right, we're going to be live here on YouTube and on TikTok. Let me talk to TikTok for a little bit while we're waiting on YouTube to allow the people notification that we are live. So let me see. TikTok go live quick. It don't give you no kind of warning. Hey, TikTok. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Come on in. We are going live. We're just going to talk about a few topics and then we'll go. We won't keep you long tonight at all. We missed last night because of Halloween. So let me tell y'all. So my thing was on Thursday, I was like, okay, yeah, we're going to go live. We're going to go live and it's okay. I'm just not going to use it. Turn it off. You can turn it off. Yeah. Just turn it off. So anyway, so Thursday night, I was like, okay, we'll be back live, Freestyle Friday, whatever. Well, I was not thinking about Halloween because I don't celebrate Halloween really, right? but I do have grandbabies. I do have little nieces and nephews, great nieces and nephews that still want to go trick or treating. So I pass out candy every year, and I forgot that it was Halloween. So I ended up passing out candy and like doing it later than I usually do. I usually don't do it too late, but I was waiting for like my grandbaby to come, both of my grandbabies to come, and to see if my nephews were going to come. And then I had, our neighborhood is always full of kids that come. So that's why, hey Bridget, hey BFF, that's why I didn't go live on yesterday, because I simply forgot that. Let me see something. Okay, Bridget, on TikTok, can you tell me if you can hear me on TikTok? It says it's green, but let me see if you can hear me on TikTok. Just tell me yay or nay. Anyway, you guys, welcome. Come on in. I know it takes a little bit. You can hear me? Okay. I know it takes a little bit to get in, or for YouTube to let people know. But anyway, that's why we didn't go live on last night, because it ended up being so late after I was done passing out candy and seeing my grandkids, my nieces, my nephews, all that stuff. And it just took a little longer. And by that time, I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going live. So anyway, glad y'all stopped by tonight. Just a couple of things that we'll talk about tonight. Again, like I said, we won't keep you long. TikTok, thank y'all for being here. We're going to keep going live on TikTok, as I always say, so we can figure it out. What I do, I get new followers every time I go live, but like I want the live to like, get more people on the live. So we'll give everybody a few minutes, and then I'm just going to jump into the conversation with myself and my BFF and whoever else wants to stop by and listen. If you can't stay the whole time, I get it. It's Saturday night. I get it. I get that. So my other question would be like, how can I like chat with people on TikTok? Like, can I respond to the chat, or can I not respond to the chat? So Bridget, remember we was talking about how like when I go live from my phone on YouTube, like people they really talk crazy. So and you just have to watch the chat and get them out, right? So I woke up and got ready, did whatever I was gonna do. So I was like, let me check out YouTube. And so I had some comments, and this comment was like, I just sit here and I wasted 5 minutes of my time listening to you. I was cracking up. I booted her, but I was just like, listen, people, if you are going to be on be in these YouTube streets, you better have a solid backbone, because people do not bite their tongues on social media, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok, it don't matter. They say exactly what's on their mind. And of course, hold on, you guys, I'm live. Hold on just a minute. Let me call you right back. Okay, bye. That was my grandson calling his grandma. Yeah, they are rude. They don't care what they say. They don't care how you feeling that day. Wonder if I was just, I'm not gonna say that. I wonder if I was just in a really bad way, right? And I was coming on YouTube just to kind of get, oh, this ain't working for me. Sorry. And I was going to come on YouTube and TikTok just to, kind of get away from what I was feeling. And then when I came on there, you was talking like that. Like, wouldn't that make me feel worse? But again, they don't care. They're rude. And you just have to control it. You just have to control your chat. And that's why we have our amazing, wonderful mods. So anyway, I'm going to get started in what I was going to come here and talk about tonight. You guys, as we continue to follow the Kada and the Keon investigation, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, because this is a real thing, right? So I'm talking about his attorneys and how we're feeling about attorneys that represent people that unalive people or do the things that has happened to Kata Scott, right? And so his attorney actually spoke out and was like, listen, this is my livelihood. This is how I make a living and provide for my family. He did say that he said that he does listen to, the Lord before he takes cases, but it's his job. And he said that he feels like when it's a black attorney, they're held to a different standard. Like they shouldn't be. How are you gonna represent someone that took a young lady's life, dug a shallow grave and put her in there, and now you're going to go and try to help him win the case or get the best deal that he can get? Like, is that right? I mean, can we judge him for doing that? Because at the end of the day, regardless how we feel about the person that is the alleged unaliver, regardless how we feel about them, right, they still have their rights as a citizen to have representation, and the very best representation that their money can afford, right? So, should we be judging lawyers that take those kind of cases? Um, or, like he said, you know, this is my livelihood. This is how I put food on the table. So there was another black woman attorney. She was a female attorney. She was a black lady. And she said, you know what? If Keon King's family was to hire me, my phone's going to die on TikTok. If Keon's family, and it won't reach, what can I do? If Keon King's family was to hire me, I would go represent him. She said, I absolutely would, because that's my job. So are we wrong if we, as people, like not me, not y'all, people that judge attorneys that take those cases where their defendant has, are they the defendant, or no, they're the suspect, the perpetrator has unalived somebody, had kidnapped somebody, had, let's even say, had done things to small children that shouldn't happen to small children. What about those that do these heinous crimes, right? Who are we to judge those people, for those attorneys that represent those people that takes the case on? He went on to say that he's a professional. Like, I am a professional. This is the profession that I chose. He said it's not even about the money. It's not about clout chasing. It's not for me to be seen in the public eye. It's not for any of that. This is the profession that I chose. And so this is the work that I do. And I just happen to be a defense lawyer. I'm going to defend my person, right? Whatever the crime is, we're going to go in there and we're going to fight as hard as we can to get the best deal that we can. So is it right or is it wrong? Right? Here's my opinion, and it's just my opinion only, right? You guys can think how you guys want to think about it, right? But it's just my opinion. And here's my opinion. My hands are cold by my pocket. So here's my opinion. My opinion is this: everyone chooses a profession in their life, a career path that they go down. These lawyers went to school to be who they are and to do what they do. They spent a nice amount of money to get their education to do what they're supposed to do. So I'm not knocking an attorney, black, white, red, yellow, doesn't matter, for going and defending a perpetrator that has unalived somebody, that has done heinous crimes, because that attorney is just doing their job. Whether like they believe in this person or not, whether they believe that what he did was right or wrong, his job is to go in there and to give him the best him or her the best representation that he can, right? And so we can't, how can we judge that? I don't know. I don't know that we can. I don't know that we can judge somebody for what their profession is. Now, is it a hard pill to swallow? Yes, because they said that Kata's family and like her friends and stuff was like how could you do that? Like, could you not just at least give them that benefit as a black man? But I don't think you can do that. I don't think that you can go and say, this black man should not be defending another black man that unalived a young, smart, black, beautiful young lady and did what has happened. Because at the end of the day, according to law, he's innocent until proven guilty, right? He's innocent until he's proven guilty. And so, who are we to say what attorney should do or not should do? Um, so, nonetheless, he has spoken out. He's been on a few podcasts. Yeah, I just can't. Like, if that was the case, Bridget, like, who's going to represent them? Like, they still have the right. They still have the right to be represented. They still are or should be innocent until proven guilty. And it's the states or the government or whoever, whatever case it is, it's upon them to find them guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And it's that attorney's job to prove them wrong, right? And if we remember talking about this case, even when Montana came on here, he was even like, he's going to beat this case. He's going to beat this case. Like, right? There's no way that they can say that he did it. So then you just want him to not have no representation, that even in the event that he's not guilty, then you don't want him to have any representation because of how you feel. Now, don't get me wrong before y'all come at me. Whoever did this to that young lady is wrong and has to pay for it, needs to pay for it. Whether it was Keon King, whether it was the people that's in the video with him, whether it's now the twist to the story is that, hey, Joshua's still here. You hanging in here tonight. Whether it's APZ, hey girl. Whether it's the twist to the story is this, that why, like, Kata had a boyfriend. This is just the twist. This is just what people are saying. It's not what Phases is saying. Okay. It's what the people are sharing with us. I'm sharing with y'all. Let's make that clear. But anyway, they're saying that Kata had a boyfriend, which it was said that she was dating somebody else, right? Well, now they know who this person is. So when they went to talk to the boyfriend, he was like, the last time he seen her was before she went to work, before that happened, right? And they was like, isn't that just convenient? Right before coming over to YouTube. Okay. Isn't that just convenient that he saw her before, but he saw her right before work or whatever. He had talked to her. He talked to her right before she went to work or whatever. Duh, it's her boyfriend. So now they're pointing fingers at the boyfriend. So what the suspicion is in this case is that Keon could possibly, now here's with that, this goes along with the twist, that Keon could possibly be a hired hitman, allegedly, that possibly the boyfriend had this done or Keon was paid to have it done, right? They're saying, why are y'all not looking at anybody else? Y'all are just honing in on Keon. But there were other people clearly in the videos. Why are we not going after them? Why are we not looking more into her boyfriend, right? So here's my thing. It's just my speculation, is that if Keon is actually innocent of any of this, like we know he can't be innocent of burning up the car. It was on video. He can't be innocent of taking something that looked like a body, right? Him along with his co-conspirators, whoever they are, and drug her back to, well, first went behind the school, abandoned school, dug the grave, went back and got her out the car, wow, and drug her to the spot where they buried her in a shallow grave. So we know for sure that there are other people involved. What we want to know is who are the other two people that was in the video? Like, who are they, and had why couldn't aren't they supposed to be arrested for, hey Pap, thank you for coming in and hitting the like button for me. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. One Papoose. If don't nobody know who One Papoose is on YouTube, please go follow her. Hit the like, subscribe to her channel because she's funny as HELL. I promise y'all. If you down and you need a laugh, go check out One Papoose. So let me get back to my story. Thank you again, One Papoose. So my thing is, so where I was, I think I stopped here, is that I want to know who are the people in the video, right? Who are the other two people? And is it just Keon and those other two people? Is it more people like to this story? Keon's not going to get off of the things that were captured in the video, right? But I can't see why Keon is the only person that is arrested at this time. If you're putting an unaliving charge on Keon and you clearly saw that there's two other people in that video, why aren't you arresting them? Why haven't you picked them up? That would be my question. Why haven't you gone back and picked them up? Why haven't you? Because you also said that there were two young ladies in the house where the phone pinged to. You picked them up. You talked to those two young ladies. You took them down to the station and you let them go. At least can we go find the other two people that was in the video and bring them in at least for questioning? At least can you do that? Like, I mean, there has to be some other dynamics to this, because before I even knew about a video, I said there is definitely, Keon was definitely not able to pack this woman in a car alone. An unalived body is heavy, right? So he's not going to be able to take this body alone, put it in the car, drive to the location where the school is, go dig this shallow grave by himself, go back to the car, grab the body, and drag the body alone to this shallow grave, roll there, however they put it in there, all by himself. So then it came out that there were a couple of people on the video that they was all dragging this body. Where are those two people at? We know that one of the young ladies was at the house, was in the car with Keon on the day of, but they still let her go. Like, y'all, they got to know that there's other people that's involved in this. That's all I'm saying. So back to the attorney piece. That's what the attorney is there for. That even if whatever Keon's guilty of, that there has to be, like, he would help people. He would help. The attorney's going to help them find. The people are going to help. Like, the attorney's like, we need to subpoena the video. We need to figure out who's in the video, and we need to figure out who else needs to be arrested along with Keon if there needs to be some more arrest. So mods, look at the chat and make sure we're monitoring the chat. And if you're just now coming in, what we're talking about, Dallas, is that Keon Scott and the Keon King case. We're talking about his attorney and why people are side-eyeing his attorney for representing him for the things that he's done. Like he shouldn't have representation. And we want to know, should we be judging that? And also, why is Keon King the only one being arrested and no one else? That's what we're talking about, Dallas. So yeah, I just wanted to know, like, how you guys are feeling about the attorney thing, right? How are you feeling about the videos? And if there are other people that should be arrested. And at this point, my opinion only, there's other people that need to be arrested. And his attorney has every right to do his job because that's his profession. So there you have that. So before I move on any further, I want to say hey to the chat. Hey, YouTube. Hey, TikTok. Thank you all for being here, stopping by. Shout out again to One Papoose, APZ. Thank you guys for being here. Joshua, thank you for being here if you're still here. BFF. Bridget, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Everybody else, if I haven't shouted you out, it's because I don't see you on the chat, but shout out to everybody. If you would hit the like as you come into this room, because that keeps us in the algorithm, and it's a free way to support the channel. Yeah, so anyway, we'll continue to cover the story. We'll continue to watch and see as it unfolds, because I do believe that there's going to be someone else arrested in this case. I don't think Keon goes down by himself. I don't think Keon goes down by himself, for the simple fact is he will possibly spill it. He'll possibly tell the story, and they'll figure out who else they need to be visiting with. That's what I think. So yeah, that's that on that. So moving on, because I told you I wouldn't keep you long. So I'm back on this Tamar Tawanda thing, right? Tony Braxton, all them, really quick. We talked about last time when we was here how Tawanda and Tamar got into it, and Tamar was like, she put her down payment on her house, and Tawanda, it looked like what we was seeing is that Tawanda didn't respond, other than like when she said that about her house, other than she told her, well, you steal things too, Tamar, you steal men. Well, come to find out what happened, according to Tamar, and shout out to Tamar for the Fire movie, short movie, and all of her songs that she brought to us and just laid out, I think on Friday morning. She killed the game. Shout out to you, Tamar. Anyway, so what we found out is that Tawanda, okay, let me tell you Tamar's story. The phone bill. Tell me more. Tell me more, APZ. Tell me more. So Tamar is saying what happened with this money, it was not a gift. So if you guys know, Tawanda filed bankruptcy. And in her bankruptcy, she included Tamar's amount of, Tamar saying 50,000, Tawanda saying 35,000. Whatever, it's a large amount of money for a down payment. Tamar is saying that Tawanda called her and said, hey, Tamar, they need to see that money's in the bank. And so if you'll just set it in there for me tonight, I'll give it back to you tomorrow. And tomorrow never came. She never got the money back. Tawanda's saying, no, you said, hey, Tawanda, I want to help you. I want to help you with your home. So I'll give you your down payment. So you gave that to me as a gift. Tamar's like, no, the lies you tell. That is not what happened. You needed it to be there. You were supposed to give it back to me the next day, and you didn't. And on top of that, you've been spending money on my credit cards. So Tawanda never addressed the credit card thief, and she never addressed that. So then we're finding out. So then they have this big old fight. Tamar and Tony Braxton, the Tony Braxton, are face to face, like they're going to fight. Trina gets in the middle of it, and Tamar pushed Trina first, and then she pushed her out of her way and then pulled her hair. These are sisters, right? On TV fighting like this. Pulled her hair, and then when she pulled her hair, she kicked her. Well, at the end of it, Tawanda was hugging Tony. Tony was like, I just got to leave. Tawanda suggested calling the police on Tamar to press charges. On the phone for 6 people coming. Tamar's credit card for like 4 years, and Tamar didn't know. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me finish that, and then I'll say it, because I didn't get that part. Because Tawanda was wanting Tony to call the police on Tamar. Tony was like, I ain't doing that. I ain't calling no police. She was like, well, we need to call the police, right? Tamar comes back out, and and it was like a post of Trina where she went to jail, and Tawanda when she went to jail. And Tamar was like, it's mighty funny how you want to call the police on the person that got you out of jail for fraud, Tawanda, and you, Trina, for driving DUI, driving under the influence over your man. Like Tamar is not, she ain't biting her tongue about nothing no more. Tamar said, I'm tired of looking like the villain. And so every time y'all say something against me, I'm going to come and tell the real truth about what's going on. But the sad part about it is the fact that they are blood sisters. And Trina and Tony was like, this is not for TV. This is not for TV. This should not be out here. But when you're on a reality show, all gloves are off. Everything goes. Everything goes. And so Tamar was like, shoot, we here, so I might as well say it. So at the end of the day, and then now APZ is saying that Tawanda never said anything when Tamar said, you've been stealing off my credit card. So APZ is saying that Tawanda had a phone bill for 6 people coming off of Tamar's credit card for 4 years, and Tamar didn't know. So I guess at the end of the day, after all of this broke out, she's finding that Tawanda is charging phones on her credit card, paying for phone bills on her credit card. Now, but you talking about call the police on Tamar? What if Tamar called the police on you for once again stealing money, stealing, fraud? That credit card didn't belong to you. It's credit card fraud. It did not belong to you. See, if Tamar was really crazy like y'all said she is, then she called the police, y'all would really think she was off, right? But it's okay for you guys to call the police on her. So I think they're all crazy, right? So then also Tawanda said, I'm not going to argue with somebody that's sick. And she was referring to Tamar's mental health. Now, I really thought that was a low blow because we don't want to make light of anybody's struggling with mental health issues. And she was like, I'm not arguing with somebody sick. You sick. But Tamar, she clapped back. She was like, no, y'all all need to take the pill, right? But I think it's just really crazy how they are at each other. But I really think it's foul how Tawanda made light of Tamar's mental health. I think it's sad, and I think it should not have happened at all. That shouldn't have even came up at all about her mental health. But I guess here again, all gloves off because they're all airing out each other. Whether it's their men sharing men, whether it's fraud, spending money on people's credit cards that don't belong to you, taking money from somebody and saying you'll pay them back and never give them their money back, and then put them on your bankruptcy to charge it off to your sister. Like, that's foul. Tony was saying, yeah, oh, yeah, but family. Right. They wanted to say, well, that's not what we do. Family help family. Okay, family helping family is one thing. Wait, and Tamar said, yeah, but that's stealing. Right. It's stealing. It's one thing for you to say and volunteer to say, hey, I want to help you, sister. Like, what is it that you need? Or what can I do to help? Because I want to help. That's one thing. But it's another thing for you to be going behind your sister's back and charging your phone bill and whoever else in that 6 people phone bill that you was charging. That's stealing. That's wrong. That's fraud. She didn't volunteer to pay for people's phone bills at all. And you got a hold of her credit card number and you've been charging for years. It's wrong. Where is Tawanda's money? Like, she don't make money. Can somebody help me with that? What does Tawanda do to make money? And it's her new husband. Does he make money? Like, what does he do to make money? Somebody fill me in because I don't know. I have no clue on that. Yes, right, APZ. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that's here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you to everybody that's on TikTok that stopped by. Even if we stop by for just a minute to hit the like button and get us up, we appreciate that as well. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh, we got the likes to match. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So anyway, I did get to catch the full episode 4 of the Braxtons. I don't know what Tawanda. She used to work for her. And then she also was the background singer. But then, like, currently, she's a producer of what though? And if you a producer and you making your own coins, why are you stealing from your sister? Why are you taking your sister's credit card and making purchases on it when it doesn't belong to you and you didn't have permission and you just feel like that's okay? It's just not right. But again, I need somebody to tell me, where is Tawanda getting her coins from? Well, I guess now from the show, of course, she's making money on the Braxtons. Also, during that fight, Tamar was like, because they are all on Tamar. So Tony wants to say, our family is just crazy right now. You know, Tamar's into it with everybody. It feels like everybody's coming down on Tamar, right? I just, what's up, fam? Is that BDA? Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna. We know that Trina has restaurants. Trina's a cook. Trina has a man that does her thing. My other question is, what does Tawanda's man do? Does anybody know him before this? I'm not trying to be funny either. I really want to know who he is and what does he do too. What does he bring to the table as well? Because I'm not sure. But Tawanda is making money from the Braxtons now. So at the end of during the fight, they all Tamar was like, y'all are all jealous of me. Well, I can see that because Tamar and Tony really, if you look at it, Tony is the big star of the family. She's the big star of the family. But Tamar is on her heels. Tamar is on her heels. She's younger than Tony. Tony's older. So now Tamar got this big younger crowd, right? This huge crowd that love her. The Tamartians love her. And she's catching up to Tony. Like, this girl can blow. Tamar is fire. Tony is too. And so the girls were background singers, right? And the only background singer that actually came from the background and really came up was Tamar. And what I believe is that Tamar now is independent. And so everything you see her come out with, Tamar paying for that out of her own pocket. So that movie she just released, the production, all that's Tamar. That's all Tamar. And I gotta, like, if I was her sister, like, good for you. How can I help you? Instead of putting her down. Tamar's pretty. Tamar's making money. Hey, don't get it twisted. Tamar got her devils. She got her skeletons. She's not innocent, but she's not the villain that the sisters made her out to be all these years when we were watching the Braxtons, when we were watching Vince and Tamar. Like, Tamar just never stood up for herself. And now Tamar's standing up for herself. Tamar killing the game right now, if you really want to know. Yeah, she told us she woke up in a pool of blood. She lost her teeth and all this. Then she ended up at Versus, wiping her sister's husband's sweat off of his head and all in his grill. But like I said, Tamar's not innocent by no means, but she does have a leg to stand on when she's letting you borrow 35,000, 50,000, whatever it was, so the banker could see that, so the lender could see that the money was in the bank and you were supposed to give it back the next day. What we're finding out about Tawanda, allegedly, with all of her background, is that she's a fraud. She's a fraud. Like, you better be careful, because allegedly, what it's looking like, if she'll steal from her own sister, steal from you too. Trina's not innocent. Like, none of them are innocent. But here's the whole big thing. Mama E is sick. She had heart surgery, and she doesn't need for them to be bickering with each other right now. She needs for them to be supporting her and keeping her as calm as possible. People say, the reason that Tamar, Tony, Tawanda, Trina, the reason they're the way they are is because of their mother and father. But who cares about that right now? Their mother needs them, and she needs them to get along. And so we will see in the episodes that they all come around her bedside. They're all in town, and they are all in tune to their mom and trying to make sure that their mother is okay. I liked where Tamar brought Miss Evelyn in on her movie, her little short movie, and she was asking for advice, about, is she right? Hey, right? Is she right or wrong for cheating on Mendices in the movie, right? And he won't talk to her no more, and her mama just keeps it real. Like, you got to keep it real, right? If I come to you for advice, it's because I really want to know I need the hard truth. If it's a hard truth, I need it, right? And that's what her mama gave her. A lot of people are condemning Tamar because Mendices was in the short movie. And they said Mendices probably shouldn't have played himself, should have came as an alias, like something else. But Tamar was playing herself, like everybody was just playing themselves. Vince played himself. Vince gave her some good advice too. Like, I really, really loved everything she did. And in between the sequels, here she comes with a video of a new song that, and every song that I heard, this is some R&B singing that's coming back, and Tamar is foot on the gas. I don't know how y'all feel about Tamar and her music, but I love her voice. I loved her short movie. I loved how she did it. I mean, it was brilliance. It was brilliance to me. So, right, how you doing? You catching up? I really wanted to know your opinion, right, about what people are saying about that attorney. Okay, you got it. I was just waiting. So let me put my glasses on because I got to read what you said about that. So, Wright said, some of these individuals will tell you their job is what they do, not who they are. But every lawyer I know, the law is the only thing they know. They don't take it off ever. So, right. So, are you saying that we cannot judge an attorney that is representing someone that has committed a heinous crime? Like, we shouldn't, somebody has to represent them, right? And they have to go by the law, right? No matter what, whether they believe in their client or not, the law is the law. But again, innocent until proven guilty, right? And if I am representing somebody that's committed a heinous crime, then I need to do the best job that I can because of my morals and values. Let me know what you're thinking, right, on that one. Oh, we got some more. From him. He says, draw the line. If the lawyer is ethical, fine. Right. That's what I'm saying. Morals and values, right? Hey, Bad Bunny. So, it's getting good. Okay. So, draw the line. The lawyers is ethical, fine. But many defense lawyers know their client is guilty. Right. That part. Okay. And then Bad Bunny said the money is the only thing they know. Well, listen. So that was part, y'all just now coming in. Part of that was that he said, the lawyer, and his name is attorney Shaka Johnson, right? Shaka Johnson is saying, this ain't about the money. This ain't about clout chasing. This ain't about me trying to be in the public's eye. This is about a young man that needs to be represented, and it's my job to do so. And I do tap into God, and I pray about the cases that I take. And the interviewer said, well, did you pray about this case? And he said, I absolutely prayed about this case. So he's saying, if for him, it's not really about the money. But listen, it's their livelihood. They have to be about their money. And you're right. So right studio, right? They have to know that if there's video of this man doing these things, he's guilty. And you can't fight. I mean, you can only go in there and say, let's sign for the best deal we can get, because it's obvious that's you on that video and you can't undo that. So we know that part, right? And a lot of the attorneys do know that their clients are guilty. But again, it's their livelihood, it's their profession. And so they hired him, and so he took the case. Is he wrong for that? What makes him wrong for it? Is it he's wrong? Would he be wrong if he was just in it for the money and he didn't care what the outcome was? Like, I just need to know what people are saying, why people are saying he's wrong for representing this man, knowing what this man did. So I didn't mean to turn Tamar and them off so quick, but Wright got in here a little late and he's responding, y'all. So I wanted to know what they said. And then Bad Bunny also has a lot of good responses as well. So while I'm waiting on Wrights, Nim, and Bunnies, and Bad Bunny, and anybody else who wants to respond, I want to say thank y'all for stopping by tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button. There's one person that hasn't hit the like button yet, but if you do that for me, I would appreciate it. It keeps us in the algorithm. And YouTube sent me a message and said, you are on your way to 10K. Keep doing what you're doing. So help us get to 10K, y'all. Help us get to 10K. Invite your friends over here. Hey, TikTok. If at any point you want to come over to YouTube, we are Black Link Mag Media over on YouTube. Come help us get to 10K and enjoy some of the content as well. So yeah, it's a delay over here. Yeah. Anyway, good conversation. I'm just kind of wondering where the line is, like where's the happy medium here, right? What lines do a lawyer not cross when taking on a case where they know that is very blatant and clear that this person is guilty? You go in and you fight for them anyway, but they have to. Like, who gonna do it? Who's gonna fight for him? He can't represent himself. But people are actually upset about it. They're actually upset that he took this case on. Oh, no, it's just your individual belief, I guess. So anyway, as I said before, let me see what we got. Hey, Bridget. Thank you for coming in. Bad Bunny said they always say it's not about the money until the money runs out. Laugh out loud. So, that was kind of, I'm glad you said that, Bad Bunny, right? Bridget, thank you for being so committed to our friendship. I love you so much, BFF, and for being here. I really mean that. So anyway, Bad Bunny, let me get back to what you were saying. I'm glad you said that. That kind of reminds me, right, about, not that this happened, but how lawyers will take on these big high profile cases, but the money stops coming in because they're locked up. They're not making money. And then all of a sudden they're off the case. Like, you hear nothing else from them because they're gone. But you said it wasn't about the money, that you came to represent him to get justice and get down to the truth of things, right? But then all of a sudden you disappear and you're off all of a sudden what we know next is that you're not representing this person anymore. So does that tell me it is really about the money? And if the money runs out, that, what is this? I don't know what I just did. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Can y'all hear the conversation? So y'all haven't heard, you just now coming in? Okay, let me catch y'all up. So I know y'all heard it over here on YouTube. I'm gonna catch my people up over here on TikTok. Have you guys heard? So you talked about the Kada and the Keon King, the case where Kada was unalived. Are you guys familiar? Okay, well, y'all can just listen in, okay? Okay, and then if you have questions, you can say, thanks for coming in. Are you 18? Huh? Okay. Let me see. Nah, I don't think so. Bridget, I think I'm gonna have to end because I don't know if these people are old enough. Yeah, I got off of that because I don't know nothing about TikTok, and she did not look like she was 18. So back to conversation over here. Braxton's, as let me see, as my grandma would say, sounds messy. Here's the okay. So we're jumping over Bad Bunny. Did I get everything that you said so far? I want to make sure we wrap up on that. Okay. I was gonna give them the wrap. I was gonna catch them up, but I had to get off of there. So the Braxtons, right, you're right. It's messy, and it's the sad part about it is they are full blood sisters, full blood sisters, and they act like they're enemies. They act like they are enemies. Um, APZ, are you still here? Do you have any clue about Bridget? If you go back over TikTok and I logged off, it's because people came up, and so I hit a button, and they showed up on the live, and the little girl looked like she was a little girl, like not 18. So I had to end it. So we're just on YouTube now. But where are we? Yeah. So anyway, y'all, I'm getting okay. So do you what I'll talk to you. I'm gonna text you, APZ, a couple of things, okay? Yeah, I don't know about it. I don't know about it, Bridget. But APZ, I was gonna ask you, do you know anything about TikTok? I know Harlem is. I don't know where Harlem is. I don't know where Alberta is. So Montana just ain't on tonight, but I don't know where they are. But Harlem knows a lot about TikTok. Maybe Harlem's taking a break right now, but I was wondering if you knew anything about TikTok. Anybody know anything about TikTok? Yeah, okay. All right, so thank y'all for coming tonight. I don't have anything else other than I just want to just on Diddy just a little bit. There was a young man that said he was incarcerated with Sean Combs, and he said that he gave us the actual truth about what happened with the knife that we talked about on the live night before last, and said that he's the one that intervened with it. But here's the thing. Um, Diddy has moved on to Fort Dix, and um, I was listening to this podcaster, and the podcaster was like, "We all know and we heard that Donald Trump was going to pardon Diddy, right? But it didn't happen when we thought it was." And then TMZ had released the information, and then the government comes back and was like, "That is not true," and TMZ should have tapped into us before they said it. TMZ comes back and says, "We stand on it. We stand on what we say because our sources are great." And we know TMZ don't hardly get it wrong, right? So what he said is he was like, the government has said a lot of times that it ain't true, and it turned out to be true. So they still believe that Diddy that Donald Trump is still considering giving Diddy this pardon, and he will not be in there until 2028. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, whatever you guys believe, they don't think he's going to be in there till 2028. But he has moved to Fort Dix. I was calling it something else the other night, but it's Fort Dix. Am I correct, Bridget? Fort Dix. DIX. They said there was kind of a picture that somebody got that picture. I don't know how they got it, but you get to see him, and if that's him, he's in a hat and a coat, and you can see his gray beard. Um, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. It's okay. It's okay, APZ. We just learned together, right? Uh, Okay, Dix. Okay. I was just making sure because the other night I was saying Hicks or something. I wasn't saying it right. Hey, Anthony. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday night. Hey, right. Do you still have your show? Or do you still do something on Clubhouse on Sundays? Do you still do it? There. Hey, Montana. What's going on, Montana? We was just saying, where's Montana? I just figured you wouldn't come on tonight. Right. Are you still here? If you're still here, do you still do the Clubhouse thing on Sundays? Or was that you running it on Sundays? And then what show do you have on Instagram? Am I missing something? Because I don't want to miss it and I don't want to do it whenever it's your turn. If you're live somewhere, right, let me know. I won't go live and let people come see your stuff. So let me pull up another topic that I wanted to talk about if I can find it on here, and then I'll let y'all go. I said we wouldn't be long tonight, but the conversation be getting good. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for just a second. Tell my sister I'll call her back. Okay. I was watching college football. I didn't know you were. Oh, sorry. It is your night. It's your day to watch college football. Did your team win? So I'm glad you came, Montana, because my question is, you remember how like I was on the phone and there's this button you can push, right? To add people. Well, when I do it on my laptop, I don't see that button to say to that I can add people on laptop, just on the phone. So I don't know that I can do it on the laptop piece. Well, good. Glad your team won. Glad your team won. All right. Let me get off of that. Has anybody been watching on the laptop? Okay, because I didn't see it. So thank y'all for the likes. The likes are matching. So I appreciate that. That keeps us in the algorithm. As I said, YouTube sent me a message and said, keep the momentum up because you're headed to 10K. We're not that far off. We are not that far off, you guys. Just got to stay consistent and keep coming. Has anybody been watching Julio trial? I have not. They said it's pretty good. And then let me see. It may not be on here. All right. So anyway, y'all, I think that's it. I just wanted to get you guys to see what the temperature was on this attorney thing and what you guys thought about, an attorney representing um the person that is the perpetrator that does the heinous bad crimes. They still have to be represented. They are still innocent until proven guilty, right? Bad Bunny and Wright says it's a money grab, though. It's all about the money, and when the money run out, they run the other way. Tamar, Tony, Tawanda, Trina, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I still dig them. I mean, I'm still a fan. But anytime you can go up against I thought the Braxtons was about family values. And I really thought since they lost their sister that it would be a little bit more like bonding. But if you're jealous of your sisters or you're stealing from your sisters or you're sending your sister a cease and desist, no, it's a whole nother story. So Wright says, let me put my glasses on. Wright says, as long as the lawyer is doing what's within the law, I guess I'm okay with it, but it's questionable, but still questionable. As much as these lawyers that can't ever take it off, even more so, they hate to lose. But here's my thing then, right? Because when I read that, I get a feeling that you're kind of on the fence about it. But what does a person do that's committed the crime and have to show up in court with an attorney? Like, They have to have somebody to represent them. So do we say you don't get to buy a lawyer? You're just going to get a court-appointed lawyer, and whatever happens with that court-appointed lawyer, that's on you? Or I mean, or what? Like, what do we expect to happen when somebody commits this kind of crime, right? And need to be represented? Because he turned himself in, clearly. I'm going to do something, you guys. Tell me, Bridget, you still here? Tell me if you can hear me. APZ, one of y'all, please, will you tell me if you can hear me? Okay, can y'all still hear me? Anybody? Montana, can y'all hear me? Right? Okay. I'm gonna wait for Wright's comment to come back because 4 minutes behind. Okay. Okay, good. Thank y'all. Thank you. So before I go, no, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll do it next time. I'm waiting on Wright. What about you, Montana? I'm glad you're here because a lot of times, Montana, and you and Bridget kind of be on the same page too, but a lot of times you see things differently from like the whole entire chat, right? And the question was, Montana, if you didn't hear it, or the whole conversation was when I came on, was about Keon King's lawyer, who we're talking about the Kada Scott, where they buried her in a shallow grave, right? She came up missing. But his attorney, which is Shaka Johnson, he's catching flack from the community and from other people because he's representing Keon King, who is the alleged perpetrator, right? Who is on the videos, who is the one that had about 12 calls back and forth with her before she came up missing. How do you feel like attorneys shouldn't? Let me back up. He's catching flack because he's a Black man representing him, where there was a Black young lady, smart, beautiful lady, that was taken away by his hands, allegedly. And the attorney shouldn't be representing him. What are your thoughts, Montana? I really want to hear what you think. No, I don't. Oh, okay. So I thought you did on Sundays. Did something on Sundays. Okay, just making sure. I mean, people make mistakes and they do things that they shouldn't be doing. But does that mean they shouldn't be represented by a great attorney? Now, I don't know who Shaka Johnson is. And he's saying that he didn't take this case to be seen in the public eye, or because it was a high profile case, or because of money, or because of any of that. My entire question, though, besides all that, is should a perpetrator be able to get good representation in the courts? Because you got to go to court with a lawyer. Oh, wait a minute. Montana said something. If y'all ever need a lawyer, hire me. I charge $3 to take a case. I want you to answer my question. So if y'all need a lawyer, $3 a case, Montana got you. Now, I'm not going to promise you that you're not going to be convicted because he don't know but Montana pretty brilliant, though. He be saying some brilliant stuff. So we'll see. So you wasn't listening to me, Montana. My question again, I'm going to say it again because I want to know what you think. Should somebody that has committed crimes such as the one that happened to Kada, should the perpetrator be able to have good representation because his lawyer is catching flack behind representing him, as though he should not be representing him? Bad Bunny, right, says a lot of these lawyers are just in it for the money. But the community where Kada and Keon are from are mad at this lawyer for taking on the case because this young lady was done brutally wrong. But who's supposed to represent him? That's my question. That's my question. Your response is just yes. I wish you could come up. I just told you I don't know how to give you a link to get up here. I don't think there is a link. Now, if you can guide me to get it, I'll give you the link. But I'm straight through YouTube. I'm not on StreamYard, so I don't know how. If there is one. All right, y'all. It's late. So I'm going to let y'all go for tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. I love to talk to y'all, especially all of y'all, everybody coming in. One Papoose came in tonight. I was glad to see her. Been knowing her for a little while on these YouTube streets. And I'm telling y'all, she's funny, 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 funny. If you down and you need a laugh, go check out One Papoose. She'll make you laugh. Tell him, APZ, she funny. All I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, you have another response. So Wright is saying, come here, husband. I need you to answer this question. Hold on. Oh, I got more. Good night, Bad Bunny. If somebody committed a heinous crime, right? They went and they took this person, kidnapped this person, unalived this person. Unalive. Can't say that on here. No, you don't know nothing about it, right? Mm-hmm. And then went and dug a shallow grave, put her in it, allegedly, turns himself in, right? Does he deserve to have good representation, a lawyer to represent him in the right way? Absolutely. Okay. So the lawyer's catching flack because this lawyer took the case.
People have to understand business is still business.
That's what he said. This is my profession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah. And that's what I do.
That's what I do.
Okay. I was on the right track. Good night, Bad Bunny. Sorry, I just keep lingering on and saying the same thing. I know Bad Bunny's like, I'm done with this conversation. But let me read the chat and then I'll go. Tune in for shits and giggles. Yes, One Pat, please do. Everyone is still innocent until proven guilty. I said that too, Montana. I'm about to start going live. Okay, that's cool. And then until proven guilty. And then Wright said, if the evidence is overwhelming, plea bargain, you might get a better deal than what the judge is. Yeah, right. That's true. Has to know this is going to be high profile. If not, he's not following media. Yeah, he had to know that. This is a high profile. He had to know that, right? You don't just not know that. So Montana said he's going to be going live as well. So we'll be looking out for that as well. So we won't go live at the same time. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here tonight. It feels like we're going in circles again. So I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, probably Monday. I'll catch y'all. Catch my shorts. And then also subscribe if you're new here. Invite some friends over here. Let's get to 10K because we're on our way. You guys, thanks you again for being here. I will see y'all in a couple of days. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow, okay? Good night. Thank y'all.